Hey guys, I know everybody's gonna yell at me because I'm late as usual, but as you can tell, I am not in my house. I'm outside, and it took me effing forever to get all this stuff up because I didn't do it earlier. So I apologize. I do see Harry, you're there. Tell me if you can hear me. Hopefully you can. Hi, and you can hear me, right? I'm gonna assume that you can. Okay. Anyway, so whoever's here, it's me, Krista Marie. Reality is Krista Marie. Haven't been here in a couple weeks. Yeah. So I want to go into OC, but in case you haven't, please subscribe, like, comment, and share this. We are live on Facebook, YouTube. God, I feel retarded, and Twitter. I haven't done this in so long. I know somebody's in the room. Can you guys just let me know that you hear me? And then I'm just going to keep talking. Um, so let me know who's watching OC because it fucking sucks. I think it's horrible. I want to talk about Kyle and Mauricio. I want to talk about not really Atlanta because I just haven't watched it. And Marlowe's Ratchet. Last time I watched it. Thanks, Sarah. The last time I watched it was a couple weeks ago. And then I realized it wasn't on last week. But OC was, and OC is horrible. I'm so horrible. It's so horrible. It's hard to watch. But we'll get into it. And then talk about the Jersey stuff. But, okay. So, first off, I'm going to go into OC. And then I'm going to drop the con link also when I'm done. But I'm going to start with OC. Oh, thanks, Tara. Yeah, whoever's here, guys, let me know in the comments that you're here. It looks like it's getting a little blurry, but I gotta stop moving so much. There it goes. Okay. Now, when Tamra first got her peach back, not peach, when she first got her orange back, it was exciting, right? And I figured she's like a Hail Mary at best because it was a failing franchise. And I believe that when she got on, we were just so tired of, well, I am anyway, of New Jersey and all the toxicity and all the screaming and yelling and all the misplaced anger. It's like, okay, great. OC's gonna come in fresh. You guys can see my bra. Oh my god, that's horrible. OC's gonna come in fresh, right? But no, what do we get? We get Tamrat, angry as heck. I keep forgetting that Taylor's even there. Gina, why is Gina still there? There, I get just demonetized. Why is Gina there? I love Jen. And I think Tamara is wrong. This is the worst season. She thinks it's the best. I think it's the worst. I don't know what's wrong with her. I felt like I was watching a bunch of girls having a sleepover, like a bunch of teenagers having a sleepover. I don't know. This episode was horrible. Gina's thirsty. The fact that, okay, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I think it was the first or second episode when she was with Jen. They were sitting having lunch, and she started to talk about Jen's affair. And I think Jen said something about it, and Gina goes, well, you really didn't have it. She's like, I don't consider that an affair because she didn't really do anything. And Gina said she didn't consider an emotional affair an affair right at first. And then, hey, Aaron, thank you for coming back. I know you wanted to go to sleep. But so Gina at first didn't even consider what Jen did cheating, okay? To jump all the way to this episode and her to start saying that it's triggering her, I don't think that's that is not a Jen problem. That is a you problem. That is a Travis problem. Because there's plenty of people that you're around that have cheated. I don't think that you're going to come in like that when you really don't have, like, nobody really should care. Gina, she should not care about your opinion. The fact that you keep stating it, it's like you're stating your opinion, Gina, like she cares. You know, Jen might care a little bit because she probably thought you were cool, just like she thought Tamrat was cool. And to find out later she's not. Like, Gina, your opinion doesn't matter. I mean, it matters a tiny, tiny bit in that situation, but like, you didn't consider it an affair at first. So let's not get it fucking twisted, girl. I don't know how thirsty you must be or how desperate you are, but like, I don't think you really needed the storyline that you had to pick Jen of all people. You could have fought with Tamara. I mean, I feel bad that she picks on Shannon, but we're going to get to that. But yeah, you know, Tamara, she had me back when she was at Drunkenda's because I felt bad for her. And I thought, did I think she deserved her whole orange back? No, but they needed to do something. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know what this whole thing with Eddie, this love bubble, love thing they're doing. It's like you hated Teresa so much, Tamara, but you're acting just like her. Like, what are you so angry about? I don't understand. I mean, to me, it's like reaching, okay? And then Emily, I keep forgetting that Emily's even there. I mean, I don't like. I used to think Gina and Emily were cute. I don't think they're cute anymore. I don't need to see them like having sleepovers and sleeping in each other's beds and like, on vacation. Like this was just not the OC. And see, I talked too soon because I was really excited for it, and it was really hard to get through. I was hoping I could just like go by my notes, but I'm not even gonna do that because it's just really hard. It was hard to watch tonight. Okay, now we go to. Well, first of all, what were we doing at Montana? I forgot that was Tamara's trip to Montana. Is she trying to sell us when she's buying a house in Montana? Is that what that was about? I don't think so. I know it was, but anyway. So she's not buying a house in Montana. I don't know what that was all about. They weren't dressed like cowboys. But anyway, let's get to the Heather stuff because everybody's hating on Heather, and I don't know why. I feel like, what's her name again? Taylor realized that Alex Baskin needed her to like step up her game or something and wanted her to fight with Heather. I'm assuming this because I can't figure out how else this would go down. But we saw what she did, right, with the whole movie role. Okay, it's like she befriends Heather, and then she stabs her in the back, and then she tries to turn around on her. And thank God Heather told her to F off because that whole situation was like, wow. You saw exactly who Tamara is again. Tamara, sorry. You saw exactly who Tamara is. You see exactly who Gina is. And you see exactly Heather. I don't think Heather's really changed. Gina is dying for something. I don't know. Gina's dying. She's thirsty. This thing with Jen, she needs to leave Jen alone. Frankly, it's none of anybody else's business. Really, at this point, how her and Ryan got together. And she doesn't always talk about it, Gina. You guys always bring it up. You guys have brought up Ryan so many times and her affair, her emotional affair. At this point, I don't care. I don't care what they did. I don't care how they got together. I like them together. She tried to change the subject numerous times, and you guys just won't stop. And for Tamara to say that, this is the thing. She waits till they're on camera. Is she going to tell Eddie that Ryan supposedly wanted to F her? I think she just wanted everybody to tell her, like, somebody wanted to F a married man, or somebody wanted to F her, a married woman. She's like 58, right? Tamara, she's at least 56 or 58. She's up there. I think she just wanted everybody to know that some young guy wanted to F her. That's what I think. I mean, why would you bring that up now? You never told Eddie. Are you planning on telling Eddie? It's like Jen at this point, and it was months before he was with Jen. So really, Tamara doesn't matter. Like, you just, God, I don't know what you're doing. I think that you got your orange back, and you thought that you were Heather Dubrow, and that's what it was, a Hail Mary, and you failed it. What's called foul ball, whatever you did. It's not working. I could be wrong. I want to know what you guys think. Like, what do you guys think, Aaron? Like, what do you think, Terry? Like, what is going on? Is it me? Am I being too hard on them? Because I feel like I'm probably forgetting people too. Like, I don't know. I love Jen. I feel bad because she's going to end up probably not coming back. I don't think the OC is going to come back. If it does, I hope Jen does, but I don't. I feel like this is probably, if she would have came in with a better cast of people, it would be better because I'm not in for the Tres Amigos. Thanks, Terry. I mean, I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I just could not get through the episode. I felt like, what are we doing? Why are we grown women, 56, 70 years old, 60 years old, even say we're in their 50s? Why are you rolling around in your underwear? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see your fucking underwear. I don't. Like, why are we acting like we're going to go, oh, the cameras are still here, so let's pretend we're drunk, and let's pretend we're rolling around on an underwear, and let's make a whole scene. And I'm like, wow, we could probably have replayed an episode from, like, season 3, and it would have been the same thing. And Tamara saying I'm the hottest housewife in OC. At that time, she probably was. And I don't know, it's weird. Every time they say Ryan's name, I think of the old Jen and Ryan from last season, and then I go right to Ryan, Tamara's son. It's weird, right? But I don't like everybody picking on Heather. I don't know what that's about. She does admit that she thinks she's too good. It's not that she thinks she's too good. She just doesn't. I don't know what it is about her. She belongs on Beverly Hills. That's what I think. She's got the wrong cast. Because think about it, nobody on that show are actually really friends. Because the Tres Amigos is a crock of crap. Because they're not friends with each other when they're not on the show. And the only reason Shannon cares, or Tamara cares about Shannon, and Shannon cares about Tamara, is because they have to film together. At this point, all the shit that Tamara has said to Shannon, I wouldn't be her friend. Would you guys be her friend? You called me an alcoholic numerous times. You're talking about personal things that when we were friends, when she was married to David, that she told her. Now Tamara's bringing them up. Oh, David said you think you drank too much, or whatever it is. Really, Tamara, you drink every time you're on camera. You also went and apologized for drinking too much the other night. You're again 56 years old. Why are you waking up hungover, not remembering what you said, then also remembering that you have to apologize to your friend? And frankly, you're not really friends. And I think Shannon should have just literally, I don't know. She what? Oh, she did find God. I actually was thinking about this tonight, Terry. She doesn't talk about that anymore. So she acts as she's worse than Teresa. She's as bad as Teresa. It's like, wow, the way that she screamed at Shannon on that boat, I was like, you have your orange. I can't even believe you got a full orange. Try to keep it. Try to keep it. I don't know. I mean, maybe because of the toxicity with Jersey. I don't know what's going on. I just feel like, why are we acting like people? I saw Kempire today. People were giving this episode like a 6 or a 7. So I could be just psychotic. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy because I can't get into it. I guess, and I've tried to like Tamara again because I was excited for her to come back. I don't know really why, but I was. And the thing is, you guys know she hosts a podcast with my best friend Freddie Hellenkamp. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you're waiting for Freddie to like pop out of Tamara's pocketbook like she would do with Kyle's. Because remember, like, how Teddy would just pop out of Kyle's pocketbook every time they were filming, surprise, in front of a Bravo camera? I feel like Freddie's about to do that. I might almost welcome him it because I can't take Tamara. Like, I need something else. I think that we need, no, I don't want Freddie jumping out of anybody's pocketbook. I don't need her. Fetch, you're not happening. I heard somebody tried to make you happen. Fetch, you're not happening. So, but at this point, who knows? And we're gonna get to the Kyle and Mauricio stuff. Because I have some theories on that. But as far as I see, let me get through the cast real quick. I don't want Vicky coming back, but I know she does. Trace Amigos is crock of shit. I think that they think that that's going to get them another season. I don't know. Like, what? I don't know. There's no friendship there. So, I don't know. Heather belongs on Beverly Hills. I'm going to say that she should take Kyle's place. She should take Kyle's place. You know what I'm saying? I think that, let me think. Sorry, guys, let me get more comfortable. I'm not used to being on here. So, yeah, let me think. Tamara, I don't know what's going on. I don't think she's going to be here next season. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. There's nothing really bad. But, exactly. I don't know. See, they said that they did that, and then they sent them all on a trip and called it, I guess, Ultimate Girls Trip or something. So we do have Roni, but I don't know. Like, I like Jen. I could even do... No, I don't want anybody with Jen to come back. Maybe Emily, because she's not really doing anything. She's trying to be the peacemaker because she doesn't have a storyline. I don't know. I just feel like nobody's really friends. I think they're like struggling to even hang out. It was a mess. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being like, I don't know. I'm hot, guys. Like, I'm hot. I'm uncomfortable. Maybe I'm just being mean. I don't know. We haven't gotten the jersey yet, so I guess I'm not mean yet. I'm just kidding. But listen, OC, I'll drop the call-in link. Hey, babe. What's up? That's the first time I've been on in 3 weeks, guys. Tell me what, before we go on to like, I was going to go on to Atlanta, but there's no point. I haven't watched Satire. I haven't really watched anything. I honestly, like, even though I wasn't with you guys, I was kind of in the chats, but I was just doing my yard. I wish you guys could see it more. It doesn't, I can't see it as much as I've done because I couldn't get this all right tonight, but I haven't really watched anything. But let's see. Let's move to Kyle and Mauricio. I'll do Jersey last, and I'm gonna drop the call link if anybody wants to call. Let me know. So definitely think they're getting separated. This whole Morgan Wade thing, I think she might be a family member. That's my theory. I think she might be like a cousin or like because of her age. And you guys know that her ex-boyfriend, this Joe Link guy, is who she was with before the TikTok girl, I think. This guy, Joe, he works for Mauricio. He works for the agency. I know he's a singer, but he also works for the agency in wherever they're from. Virginia, maybe? I don't know. So that's a connection. I don't know what the connection is. I think that they're definitely getting separated. I think that the mortgage that they took out on their house is a buyout. I heard somebody else talk about that. I think that possibly that's the only reason they would take that mortgage out. They took like what, a $500,000 mortgage out on the house that they're in. That's a buyout. I think that Kyle will definitely stay in the house. I think that this is my theory on their relationship. We have not seen Dorit. Thanks, Jace. We have not seen Dorit and PK, right? Where are they? Are they filming? We have not seen Dorit and PK. My theory is that when Mauricio started filming Buying Beverly Hills and Kyle couldn't go to the office, I think something must have came out, or because I know that she started to film. There's another season coming up, and she's in this one, and it was just recently. Maybe the wrong things he was doing. With I don't know the girls' names. I'm not going to quote the wrong name of this doll chick, this mistress that I saw. That like doll baby look girl. I don't know. She's on Glamour magazine. I don't want to say anything bad about her because I don't know her. I don't know if it's true. Allegedly, everything I'm saying is allegedly, guys. So I'm sorry. I feel like, in my opinion, she found something out. I think that Allison Wade is right. I thought that she was wrong all this time, but I think that something happened and he emotionally is not fulfilling her. And I think he did a little, and I think that she's definitely not bi. I don't think any of that. I think that Morgan must be like a good, it's worth for them to be friends because there's like a 30-year age difference. I mean, not really, but like something like that. So I think they might just be friends or cousins or like sisters, maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe Rick Hilton, and not Rick. Oh God, listen to me, Rick Hilton. Oh my God, Kyle's dad. Whoever, maybe Kyle's dad had a long lost door. I don't know. I'm thinking that could be it. That's what I'm thinking. Family member. I mean, do you not think so? I mean, I do definitely think that Kyle is the one that's leaving the marriage. I don't think that Mauricio wants it. I don't think Kyle does either. I think she has to leave him. I think he did something. I think he realized that all that pot smoking and thank you, was, I kept saying this, Aaron, when we were doing Whose Side Are You On, I was saying he's smoking way too much pot. He's not on his life anymore. He's not like his life. I mean, that's not why I smoke pot, but I mean, I feel like he was way too, like he laughed at Erica cursing at Jax. You know what I mean? Like he was very off last year. And that whole thing, maybe Kyle saw the episode where Dorit kissed Mauricio's back. Remember that? That weird, like, there's no way you're kissing my husband's back like that if you're not, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way. And she couldn't get that confused with PK. I thought maybe she got confused, Dorito, because it was a big cuddle puddle, a hug puddle. Like, so maybe she got confused, thought it was PK's back, but now I watched it like 30 times. I think something's up. Because we have not heard anything. And I keep saying to Dana Loki, watch Dorito. And she's like, you know what? Where is Dorit? I'm like, I don't know. Where are they? We're hearing about all the Hiltons are filming. We're hearing about all the filming that they're doing. But we're not here out and all the hanging out with Freddie Hellenkamp and all the hanging out with like the, you know, where is Dorit? Just saying. Something's up. And I think that she must have found out recently. I think they've been separated for a while. That mortgage is what killed it today when I found out that they took out a mortgage, and or he did get sued. I don't know why they would use their No, I think somebody's buying the other one out. Guys, I haven't been online in like a couple hours. Something could happen since then. But yeah, I think that Momo must be a cheater, pumpkin eater. Don't blame him. He's probably tired of the Hilton show. I'm tired of the Hilton show. I'm tired of Vile. I'm tired of his wife too. Her voice even gets me mad. Like, her voice even makes me mad. I don't know. I'm being mean, but I don't wish divorce on anyone, but I feel like the daughters must know that they were separated because, you know, the day that they announced the not separation, they met up for lunch that day. Like, they hadn't seen each other in a while and they had to come up with a plan type thing. I'm just saying. That's what I think. And Um, yeah, I don't know. And I just think that probably Kyle's not ready to talk about it. And I think they got forced into that half confession about not being separated. Separated, not separated. The Samuels way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, we can talk about Kim and Croy. Oh, that's a mess. Okay. Guess what? Yeah. Like, I want Denise to come back. Yes, I do want Denise to come back. I don't want Brandy to come back. I don't think that we need Brandy to have Denise. I don't know why people keep saying that. That's awful. Because Brandy's... I don't like Brandy. And again, watched Drunken Diz, and I liked her. I was like, oh, Brandy's cool again. I can deal with her. I actually... Drunken Diz, Ultimate Girls Trip made me like the girls. I thought it wasn't going to... You know what I mean? You guys are going to get mad because I'm thirsty, and I'm going to do what I usually do. Like, you guys drag me for this shit. But listen, so I don't have anybody. Me and my husband, I drink out of the thing. This is my ghetto jersey. This is my trash right here. And you know, I'm like, white trash. Ex-white trash. Right, Jay? By the way, Jason Paul Mamir, he is my, I don't want to say security, but I was going to say he would be security if he comes to the shows with us. He's like 6 something. Huge. But he was going to come to the show last time and be security, but we didn't really need him because I'm not that special. But I only did it because we were going to Philly. Oh, real quick, guess where I'm going? So, you guys, all right, so we know Zach's show's coming up, right? But in September 24th, I'm going to see David and Kim D behind the Velvet Rope in New York. But the night before, Countess Luann is going to be at the Live Casino, and we got tickets. Me, David, and Kim D got tickets to go to the show, upgraded the VIP, so we will be at the show. So I'll be at Countess Luann's the night before, and then and it's 23rd, I think, September 23rd at the Live Casinos. Our seats are right in the front, so I'm sure we'll see a lot of people there. That'll be exciting, so I'll have a lot to talk about there, and plus I'll be with them too, so we'll have a hell of a lot to talk about, because we vastly disagree. If you guys haven't noticed, I don't know if you guys watched them or not, but we are completely different sides of Jersey. Me and Kim and David, we're all on different sides. So it's going to be kind of interesting, our conversations that aren't behind our devices. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't agree on anything. Not a one. Not a one on there. Except for maybe Dolores. That's about it. Because everybody likes Dolores. She doesn't like Dolores. You know what I mean? But so Kim and Croy, guys. Listen. I think now I really do think this was all a hoax, like a stunt, a publicity stunt. Who thinks that Kim and Croy? Because listen, they were getting some financial trouble, right? Like all kinds of financial trouble, whatever was going on. She saw how Scandal made them all kinds of money. Not that they had a Scandal, but what haven't we seen from them? Them being toxic, this would make us watch, right? I mean, not watch her on the show, but it made us talk about it, right? 911, he's going to kidnap my kid, like all these kidnapping charges. I mean, they went to he's a drug addict, she's an alcoholic, he's a pot smoker, like he was fucking nuts. And listen, that 911 call, I couldn't even, if I was that 911 caller with Kim, I would be like, shut up. Okay, stop talking. I don't care. Do you need service, ma'am? Are you in trouble? Is this an emergency? She's like, my husband, he's in there, and then blah, 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 and this girl, and then my kids. I'm like, wow, man, there's people dying, and you're holding up this 911 operator. Like, would you stop? You know I'm married, right? Like, my husband watches these. Knock it off. But thank you. You act like you've never seen me before, dude. Like, you've literally known me. I went to school with him. We've been friends since 8th grade. He's just being here. I mean, you're hot too, so stop. Like, anyway, okay, so the 911 call, that was odd. I was like, oh God, Kim, you're so toxic. Like, just stop talking. This 911, I would have hung up on her. 2, he's a pot smoker. Like, this is like, come on. So I think she saw how Scandal played out. I think that they went with, what have we ever seen from us? Maybe Bravo will want me back if I start to do like this whole, everybody's getting a divorce and everybody picks the cameras back up all of a sudden, right? So I think that they did this whole ploy for them to get back on the show or something. I don't know. I think that she got desperate. She was even talking to Nene, her and Nene. I'm like, first of all, Nene's not going back there. I don't even think Bravo wants Kim back or Nene. But when they're living in the same house, just like Kyle and Mauricio, even though I know that's not a publicity stunt, but the fact that they were still living in the same house, and then I really did think it was real because of how they were acting. She does look like holy hell. She does look like she's been like out there doing things like at the casinos all night long. You know what I'm saying? But then to sit there and then go, oh, we went to church last Sunday and everything's fine now. I'm not laughing, but everything's fine now. We're going to work it out for the kids. Okay. Forget everything that happened. Forget the last 3 weeks. We're good. Now, I think when she realized that nobody cared, well, at least we cared, but like Bravo didn't, that she's like, oh, I can't go on this plane anymore. Let's just pretend we're back together because like now we have to go to church and like our kids have to see us and like, we have to go out and do things and Bravo doesn't give a shit. So let's just like, okay, we're not really getting separated and like see if anybody listens and like we're all just like, oh my god, now they're not getting separated. Guess what, Kim? The only one not making any money is you. Like we are, but you're not. You got nothing out of this, as far as I know. So what? I don't know. Like I think that if you guys are back together, you guys need some help. Like you guys need to get off the line and get onto therapy. Like if you're going to get back together, get therapy. This whole he's a drug addict and she's an alcoholic and she's a gambling person and like she gambles too much and she's not safe. The kids aren't safe with her. Now you guys are working things out in the church. Right. And the submersible was an accident too. Probably that, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, Ken. So yeah, I think that's a crock of shit. Yeah, so whatever. I don't think Bravo wants her back, and I think she's just like, well, we gotta hang out. So, and like, when did they ever fight? You know what I mean? Granted, we haven't seen them in a while. And last we saw, she was like gambling and stuff. Like, that's all melted and stuff. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gross, but I think that Bravo needs to also maybe recast Atlanta, recast OC, keep Jen. I'm not going to say recast Jersey. We're getting there. How long have I been talking? Only a half hour. I'll stop the call next soon, but okay, thanks. Now, okay, so Kim, we talked about that. That's crap shit. I think, what the hell? Why are you guys not together? I think Mauricio did something, and we're going to get a divorce or separation announcement soon. Because what happens before divorce separation, right? That loan they took out on their mortgage, that kind of like spoiled it for me. And the fact that we haven't seen PK or Doreen around, I don't know, something's up. Just all legend, all my opinions. Not legend, this is all my opinions. Yeah, I'm going to have to block you because now you're out of line. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. Yeah, I think it was a crock of shit and it didn't work. And you guys would think that I'd be mad about the jersey, so let's move on to jersey. And I'm not going to get mad. I'm not mad. I think it's wonderful. I think it's great that they're all coming back. You know what I mean? Because one, okay, if you didn't read what I wrote on Instagram, it only took Lou Dog, one season for the mask to come off, right? Look at all the damage this dude did in just one season. Not only to his life, but to Teresa's life and every relationship in it. Imagine what this can do with 2 seasons, right? And we're going to get to watch. And again, who's going to hang out with him? Who's going to hang out with Teresa? She doesn't have any friends. And second of all, nobody wants to hang out with Louis. Just because she got her job back does not mean that they don't have to film with him. If he was smart, well, he's probably going to go to prison, but he would just step back and let her, work because she has to work. Because I don't think he has an income. And he is her manager, so if she doesn't work, he doesn't make any money. So, yeah, nobody wants to hang out with him. Nobody's going to hang out with her because remember the way she acted with the thing? Don't follow me! Marge is an asshole. Melissa's an asshole. I'm never going to see you again. You're going. Like, we saw it. We got nowhere. Okay, Food is definitely, and Frank are definitely not filming with that dude or Teresa. So I mean, yeah. So sorry, Tree Stumps. Melissa's coming back. I think they're the ones that had friends, Joey and Melissa. And I really do think that Teresa and Joe and Melissa would be fine without Louie. I think that we would have had the normal sibling fights where it was annoying because guess what? Nobody was fighting. Nobody was mad at each other 2 years ago before Louie came around. Nobody was fighting about any of this. And what happens when she is? She's just angry in general. Okay? Stay angry, girl. Stay angry. Okay? It started, yeah, exactly. Sprinkle cookie thing. I mean, it started with Cheating Gate or Stripper Gate, right? That was a shit show. I mean, and you know what? That was back then, and Teresa's changed since then. Right? Teresa's changed since then. That was 13 years ago. She couldn't possibly do that again to her sister-in-law. And what I say by do it again is like have everybody else talk about something that you did, and you say, "Oh no, well actually you actually co-signed the stripper thing because you didn't say it though, but you co-signed it." And you got Kim in trouble because Kim called you out. Kim told you everybody that you did that, but that was 13 years ago. Teresa's changed since then, right? No, because then we get Cheating Gate, and that is just the same thing, but worse. Worse. Now it's 20 years later. Well, he's been with your brother for 20 years now. And you have your little flying monkey go on camera and call her a fucking cheater after your stupid husband, and you already had this conversation with them, tried to mask it as I'm looking out for my brother so it's not done on camera like it's done to Louie last year. Okay, well, we already established that. She's not a cheater. Move on. But no, you have your flying monkey bring it up on camera, and we're supposed to believe that you didn't care. You didn't want that to happen. Okay, because Danielle thought that you had that Melissa had no idea about this rumor. But whatever, you're all coming back. Everybody's coming back. Nobody's going to film with you. Who's going to want to film with a man who turns every shade of red if you just look at him and he starts screaming, I'm winning, and he's like all red and like he's saying, what's this stuff? I'm going to get a PI. And this is another thing. Just because he took back the things that he lied about, Nuno's pajamas. Now, no, doesn't wear Nuno's pajamas. The PI thing, now he didn't hire him. Whatever, dude. The fact that you just said that, hey, thanks for coming now. I'm literally 2 hours, 3 hours late. So the fact that you brought these things up and then you bring Mr. Bo Dietl Dumb into the situation. All irrelevant, because this is the thing. You had already made up your mind, my dude, that I was your enemy or your competitor, that you had to get all this, you look, all the things you did. You said that's how you move. That's how you make money. Why do you think I'm so successful, John? Because I look things up. I know things about people. Okay, well, you already made your mind up before you were cool, but I'm not. So keep that energy, my friend. I don't need you any new friends. You're a weirdo. Bye. Like, that's it. Like, whether you said it, so I don't care. Like, so I don't know if you were lying then or now, but whatever. Bo Dietl's in the fucking picture. And you did something with Bo Dietl because one of his employees was talking to Vanessa, which is fucking weird because that was in February and you got married. You've been married since then. So what the fuck? Like, this is the thing. This is why I'm not mad that they're both coming back, because I can't wait to watch this mother effer go down. And look at my face. I'm not angry. This is just me being matter of fact. Everybody's like, oh, haha, Teresa's coming back. Yeah, great. We get to watch what this damage she can do in 2 seasons. Because she is, when you guys see her, she's so skinny and she looks sickly. And I'm just saying, I wouldn't feel safe around him. This is all alleged, but I heard he's a Scientologist. And hey, look, I believe in other shit too. I'm not, you guys know me. I believe in all that. I'm not a Scientologist, but I'm an alien. So that tells you how weird I am. So things don't really like freak me out. But this shit that he's into, I couldn't understand Scientology, and I looked up a couple of things, and I'm like, whoa. And there's been a couple of things that I heard, and it's like, not good. We've heard not good things about him. And I'm the first one to admit that last year, I think, was it last year, I said, let's not believe the ex-girlfriends. Let's not believe ex-wives, ex-girlfriends, ex-partners. ex-childhood best friends, Laura. You know what I mean? Let's just let these people show us who they are. And if these people are still who they are, actually, I think I even said Louis a good dude. I think I even stuck up for him. I did. So good. Yeah, we'll get to that too. Because listen, John's got no reason to lie. But anyway, Teresa and Joe Gorga would have been fine because again, he's the one who perpetuated all of the smear campaigns against Frank, the things with John Fuda's ex-wife or girlfriend, whatever, Brittany, all of that. And listen, this is another thing. I really kind of thought it was odd that now before last season aired, not the season we did, before we met Louis, right? We had no issues. There was no really social media feuds going on, Team Gorga, Team Giudice, right? Because they weren't really fighting. There was nothing to fight about. It got really bad when Louis came back in the picture, and I noticed with social media, everybody was going ballistic. Like, it looked like it was World War III. We didn't even have to watch the season. We already knew what happened. We knew about the wedding. We knew about everything. So what I suspect is because Louis reached out to all the before. Now he did this before they even started filming this season. We're going back 2 seasons. All the stuff he did prior to all this. So he created the smear campaigns. That's why there was one side against the other. That's why we can't get rid of the Jersey, like the toxicity in social media, because he perpetuated all of it. And then you still have people, I'm talking about it, but the season's over. Why are certain content creators still acting like there's like shit to talk about? This is the only thing there's to talk about, that they're all coming back. Okay, they're all coming back. We're going to film in August. That's it. Why are we still trying to create Gorga versus Giudice? We are so past that. We didn't even want it this season. So the social media person that keeps doing this, and I think that all 5 of the tree stumps are one person, and I'm not going to say who that is, but you guys may have an idea who I think it is. Nobody else is dragging the people like this person. I just find it odd. I find it completely weird. Like, to be that invested and to hate on the cast members like these people do. Anyway, I digress. Okay, I always digress, but whatever, dude. These people, we're going to get tired of it. Well, the normal people are, so we're just not going to read it. And it's just, you're going to lose all your content and you suck, so whatever. But at least we have a little bit of a break. So no, am I mad that he's coming back? No, because I get to watch the damage that he can do in 2 seasons. He can't hurt me anymore. Like, dude, I mean, you know, she did, not her. I mean, you know who I'm talking about. Dude, he just makes me angry, that's all. He just makes me mad. Look at him. Every shade of red makes me angrier. He's just weird. Like, dude, you're just not, like, he's just weird. The shit that he did is not normal. Like Jay, like, this dude's weird. Just look up this dude. I can't even get into it because the shit that he did is just odd, and just not just for Jersey people. I would think for like a lot of people, like having me investigated. Go ahead. The thing is, Bo Dietl thinks that the problem is that we're afraid that he's going to find things on people. Nobody's afraid what you find, Bo Dietl. It's the fact that you did it. It's just what he did. It's the weird shit that he did. It's just weird. Like, what did you think you were going to get out of all that? Like, you thought people were coming for Teresa's seat? Why would you think that? I mean, like, again, nobody cares what you find on them. Nobody cares. Like, everybody's an open book. Nobody really cares, okay? We know everybody's dirt. So go ahead, all you want, Bo Dietl, dumb, whatever. Like, do your thing. You got your name out there. Nobody knew who the hell you were until recently. I guess that's your payment. Like, I don't know what one seems worthy of working with Louis Ruelas and becoming a snake. I don't know. It's going to be a fun season, okay? Look, I'm happy about it. I'm happy. I'm smiling. Because Melissa and Joe, they can just sit back and they're just acting, they're living their normal lives right now. And who's creating drama? The content creators. Oh, she's having paparazzi come to this gas station, and she's so fat. Melissa's fat, and she's had all nose jobs, and Rachel's ugly. Like, this is the shit that tree stumps talk about, how ugly all these people. You're coming for people's looks. It's like insanity. I'm embarrassed to even bring it up, how stupid they are. But that's what goes on, and it's going to get old, and yeah. So that's how I feel about Jersey. But Vanderpump's over. Thank God Scandal's over. Okay, but we're going to get into a little bit. Did you ask me about something? Oh, Broad Brothers. Yeah, the podcast. Yeah, it's pretty, and he was also on, I need you guys to check out, it's called The Weekly Scoop with CJ. Can't remember his last name, but I've shared it before. But he interviews every housewife. He's probably had more housewife interviews than anybody I know, and he's only on Instagram Live. He's probably on Threads. His name is CJ Sykes, Sykes. He's a son of somebody that's good friends with the Jersey cast. He's so cool. He's a younger kid. He just did John Feuda's interview, and he did a really good job. He did all the same questions that Rob Brothers did. It was just John reiterating everything again. Like, he's like, dude, I'm a normal guy. Like, I didn't have to try to go on the show. They call it. Everything he said is true. The weird shit that they have smeared, like, oh, Rachel used it as a storyline to adopt Jaden, even though she was going to adopt him since 2015. Like, she was 23. Like, nobody was trying to go on the show that long. I promise. Everything that we brought up is not that serious, guys. It's not that serious. Nobody got free tile. I sure didn't. I bought tile for them. I didn't get it for free. Not that I'm anybody special, but just saying, nobody's giving out free tile. Nobody's bribing anyone. Nobody needs to use anybody to get on a show. Nobody was coming for Teresa's seat. Where you were wrong about that. Teresa doesn't even want to be around Melissa, and Melissa is the one with all the friends on the cast. So I kind of don't understand. Like, you have Jennifer Aydin. Ew, Jay. This is how gross Jennifer Aydin is. Now you know how disgusting those houses, the Jersey Shore where we live and where we spend our summers, and every summer. And you've watched the show The Jersey Shore, that's what goes on. Jennifer Aydin buys a house on the boardwalk, just about. So you know that she buys a house that's on the boardwalk, even if it was only rented out one time to a bunch of kids. She ends up keeping the furniture. They keep it furnished, okay? But then she keeps the sheets and the same beds and the same sheets and sleeps on them that were there from the cellar, not knowing who, what, when, where. I'm going to throw up. It makes me, like, you guys don't understand. Not only do we spend our summers we have shore houses. I know what goes on in our shore houses when people rent them. I know what people do. So does she. She had her guests sleeping. Jennifer Aydin, you are so gross. You own a mansion in Paramus. You have a Paramus. Why are you not bringing, you have 7 bedrooms or 20 bedrooms. Why are you not bringing your fucking sheets from home? Please bring them. Please change your sheets, Jennifer. It's bad enough you kept the furniture. I'm sure there's bed bugs. I mean, come on. You can see the boardwalk from the house that she bought, which is not, I have no problem with that. It's just, why are you sleeping on them sheets? Oh my God, I can't. Did you hear me? I must throw up. Holy crap. And it was on camera. We watched it. I watched her. If I wish I could roll it back right now. I wish yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's your friend, Teresa. And everybody wants, okay, so why would we talk about at the reunion? Somebody's like, oh, they didn't even bring up the way that Joe spoke to Jennifer Aydin at BravoCon. She committed a violent felony against him. Do you guys not remember? Do you want to talk about it? Because we'll talk about it. It's not the first time somebody's talking shit to you, Jenny Aydin. You committed a violent felony on camera. So if you really want to talk about that night, we can. Like, you threw a glass at somebody. That is a fucking aggravated assault. That is a felony. So if you guys want to talk about that at the reunion, we can. Everybody was mad because, it's Andy's so pro Teresa because he didn't let John Feuda get his envelope out. Well, guess what? Thank God, because John Feuda the envelope got taken out like in social media. So we still got to see what was in the envelope. It was just proof about Louis contacting somebody to get a hold of Brittany, which is Jaden's real mom in jail. Like, the thing is, John and Rachel never once said where Brittany was. They only said one thing about her. They just said that she hasn't been in his life, and they haven't heard of her. They never said where she was. Nothing. They didn't talk bad about her. You know who did? Her. She's the one who came out and said where she was and all that. And you know why she did that? Because fucking Louis got to her, a message to her, and said, you better come out and speak. Like, that's what happened. And you know what? Who cares? Because there's also proof that he called Marge's son. Like, it's okay that he's coming back, right? Because nobody wants to film with the dude. And, it's August. It's a month away. Who knows? Anything can happen in the meantime. Dude might, he could be laid up by then. Anything could happen by then. Who knows if he'll even be here. I mean, maybe he'll just I don't know. Maybe something will happen and he'll change his mind and he won't be here. I don't know. Something. Who knows? But, again, he has no friends on the cast. Would you be friends with somebody that did that shit? And I think they're actually really, this is my other theory, that we need eyes on Teresa, and I've said this a few times. I'm worried for her. Like, I think dude is like John. He's definitely John Bates. I call him John Bates. He's Norton Bates. He's Dear John. He is all them things. I believe he's a grifter. I believe that he is after her money. I just do. And I feel like the way that he acted, the psychoticness, and like everyone talks about how Joe's so aggressive. What? Joe Gorga's aggressive? Are we watching the same show? Yeah. Maybe once or twice. Dude, did you see him? That's aggressive. So let's just not talk about that because it's like a double standard. Not really. It's just bullshit. And you guys saw it. The tree stumps just like to pretend they didn't. Like, it's just not even worth it. Like, hell, for me to defend it is kind of crazy because I would hope that everybody sees what I see. I'm saying I'm worried about Teresa. I didn't even want Teresa off the show. I just want Louis off the show. I don't think he deserves to come back. He's a fucking problem. Dude's a problem, man. He is a problem. But whatever. I feel like maybe Andy got nervous for Teresa and figured, like, if they don't have eyes on her, we might not see her again. I mean, we might just, what happened to that guy at Scientology's wife? We haven't seen her since like 2013. Yeah. Shelly message that. What's her name? Shelly McSavage or something like that. But yeah, I'm just saying, allegedly, all alleged, blah, 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 whatever. I'm just saying, I'm half kidding, guys. Like, whatever. I'm only half kidding. Louis, I'm gonna hate you. I just think you're a fucking weirdo, man. You are one odd duck. I can't figure it out. Oh, and did you guys see, okay, so apparently, allegedly today, somebody had made comment about the way he talks to Teresa's daughters and the things that he comments about their graduation. And I don't think it was that bad. Okay, so if you saw a stepfather say, we're so very proud of you and we love you and you're such a, you're growing up to be that, like, you how cool, he must have raised her. It's her stepdad. Maybe he raised her. No, we just met her 2 years ago. You're still a random dude that married my dad. Why are you saying you love me? I noticed that he walks in the room, he kisses Gia hello and her other daughters. Maybe, okay, maybe. But, dude, I think it's fucking odd. And everybody online thinks it's weird too. Okay? I'm not the only one. I'm just saying. And I feel like there must be. The only thing why I keep leaning towards this whole Scientology thing is because I don't think that Teresa's daughters are recognizing the danger she's in. They're like, we love Louis. Like, just Google the whole graduation thing and look at the comments. And I think she was on her mom's podcast, Namaste Bitches, and I think that she was like, we love Louis. Like, very culty. Like, very, like, cultish. Like, they're not dumb girls. I mean, why are you saying how much you love him? He's not in the room. Like, I mean, I feel like saying blink once if you're okay or something. Like, I don't know, man. I hope that Gia's the only one that, like, we have hope. If Gia is as smart as I think she is, she knows that telling her mom that he's a problem and he's got to go is not going to work. That she needs to play into it so that she can protect her mom and then slowly, brainwash Teresa back into reality, her mom. Because I know she probably realizes that Teresa's not going to listen to anybody, not even her, when it comes to this guy. And I think that, could you stop? I'm going to block you. Not at all. No, I actually gained 20 pounds. Me neither, Terry. It's aggressive, okay? He screamed at her and said, would you pull me out of the snake? Remember? Would you pull me out of the snake pit? Like, dude, I can't even, I'm like, I have to smile when I say it because I can't make his faces. I made a thumbnail with all his faces. And, I just can't. Like, he's just too easy. He's too easy to fuck with. He just is. You want to hear something really fucking scary? Not really scary, but like, this is how crazy this is how nuts this guy makes me. The other day I'm out here and all of a sudden I hear, I'm in the gazebo and I hear, it sounds like a bee, a really loud bee. And then I'm like, that's not a bee. I look up and there's a freaking drone over my yard and it's like just chilling. And I'm like, this is what? And I'm like, what do you do when you see a drone? Kind of like, it was one time, it happened the first day. And I couldn't, I'm like looking at it. I didn't know what to do. I did record it a little bit. I did send the recording to Zach Peter. But I'm like, do you see that? There's a drone was watching me. And then it left. And then it came back 2 more times. 2 days in a row. And my crazy psycho ass was so, like, fighting with Louis. I'm like, oh my God, with Louis, he wouldn't stalk me with a drone. Would he do that? I'm like, no. What? I'm like, Krista, no. to Chris that you're not that important. Louie's not drone stalking you. But who, like, is that even legal? Are you allowed to stalk? Are you allowed to stare at somebody with a drone? Are you allowed to fly over somebody's yard and obviously watch them? And it wasn't even like, I thought maybe a realtor was doing it, but my house isn't for sale. Nobody else, like, maybe it was a realtor somewhere. I don't know. But like, for a second, I thought, oh my God, Louis, oh my God, Krista, you talk too much. You talk to one too many things, and he's going to come get you now. Because I know she gave him my information, but I'm not hard to find. He knows it's not hard to find where I live. So, no, I don't know, Terry. Terry, I don't know. It was so weird. I don't even know what to do with it. I'm like, they came back 2 days in a row. I'm like, I just think it was one of my friends messing with me. I don't know. I'm like, if anybody did that, it's time to tell me now. No, nobody's, no, it's all people. I don't know. Now they're staring at me. Maybe comp sales. I did think maybe a realtor is looking for comparable sales in the area. You know what I mean? Selling house. I don't know. 3 days in a row though, and it was like right over my head, and I was watching it, and it was watching me. I don't know. I'm just saying, it was weird. And our houses are very close together. But yeah, my yard, it's very lit up. My pool's lit up too, but you can't tell. But yeah, it was very strange. But no, he wouldn't be stalking me. You know what I mean? But yeah, so September. No, what is it? July. Which is Zach's show. I'll be at Zach's show, and the Broad Brothers podcast show in New York. Yeah, I'll be there. Not on stage, but I'll be in the audience. And I don't know who he's having. He won't tell me. I tried to get his I tried to get him to tell me because he won't tell anybody because of what happened with Lala. But yeah. I know, right, Tara? I love you. Tara's Mama Bear. You notice I have no nails on Terry because, guys, remember? So last time you saw me, I had a splinter that went down my nail, and my nail fell off. I can't get my nails done right now because I have no middle finger. Yeah, it fell off. So, it's gross. I would be like, But yeah, it's nice out here. It was freaking hot, guys. I'm sorry it took me so long to get here, but like, holy shit, it was so hot. Not only that, I was just taking forever. I'm sorry. But did I skip over anything? You guys hear my neighbors? But guys, right? This is the third summer that I've tried to record out here and do the podcast out here, and it never worked. This is the first time it's worked. So this is the third summer around, and it worked. I think, right? Everything's good, and it's not as loud as I thought it would be. So I think I'll be recording out here more, so I will be able to be more accessible. Yeah. So I'm trying to get Dana to come on with me just to do a little thingy thing. I will be with Kim D and David in September for Luann Campus Land show. And then the next night will be a David show. Velvet Rope. Not that like I said, thank you, Aaron. Not that I do though, Aaron, I do. I wish I could show you the rest of it. My new fence is that it's really dark in here. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, it does look nice during the day. But thank you, Aaron. Way better than it was before. Now if I could just get the rest of the house, it's getting done too. That's another thing, and I can do it from out here now, and I won't have to worry about all the banging with the windows, getting windows, siding, and all, and like at the roof. That's going to be a lot of banging. So I can be from out here. It's just too hot to do it during the day. I definitely had to wait till night. That's another thing. I was trying to wait for it to get dark. And I love you guys for staying up or coming back or whatever. There's a lot of people here. I just only see a couple people in the chat. Or there was anyway. But I don't know if anybody. I'll drop the call link for a minute. If anybody doesn't call, I will go. So yeah. I am live on Twitter, guys. I Threads. I keep talking about it. I'm on Threads. Whatever. It's same as the Instagram stuff. So, it's just me, Reality with Krista Marie as my, brand. Whatever. That's on every social is that. So follow me, guys, on Instagram. I'm still Reality with Krista Marie. Harsh Reality is no longer there. She hasn't been there in years. So yeah, Harsh Reality on Instagram is no longer. Why did I just say that again? I'm Reality with Kristen Rio everywhere. So Facebook, Twitter, Threads. I'm not on TikTok. Thank you, Aaron. I'm on TikTok, but I don't use it. I don't like it. I feel weird about it. I feel like the way I feel about the chat bot thing, I can't do. I'm afraid of AI, so no. Even though I'm an alien, I don't want to do AI. I'm scared. The sky looks really cool. If I could move my camera around, I'm too scared because it's sitting perfectly right now. The sky looks amazing right now. But yeah, so OC sucks unless I'm crazy. I just feel like it sucks. And I'm the first one. I even said that we are getting too used to the criminalistic behavior, and that's why we think that every franchise is going to fail now because there's no criminals left because they're all in jail besides Erica. And maybe that's why it's boring, but they're doing the same things they did 20 years ago. Why are you running? Oh my God, 50, 60 years old in your underwear? Come on. I can't even stay up as late as they did, and I'm much younger. Could you imagine all of us getting this now? We're not going to be rolling. No, we're not rolling around in underwear when we do our family, all of us, Terry, Aaron, when we do our family trip to the shore and we share our bedroom, we're not going to do that stuff. You know what I mean? We're not doing any of that. Aaron, I know you want to. Terry, I know you want to roll around like that. I know you want to have a tab moment. But girls, we're not taking off our clothes and running around in underwear and pretending to be drunk. Okay? Just saying. You are. I love you, Aaron. You're such a nice person. No. I mean, yeah. Did you watch it from Disney? Okay. Whose side are you on, Aaron? All right. So, Aaron, whose side are you on with Tamara and Shannon? I know you want to. Yes, Terry. Allegedly we won't have cameras, right? So they say. So we say, you know. See what I mean? I mean, Aaron will do it if we don't have cameras. I mean, our Sprinter vans might. You never know. I just won't tell you now. I mean, look. All right. It's not horrible. It's just thirsty. Like, you really think that Gina is that triggered by the affair that she didn't even consider an affair when Jen first brought it up? The affair that Gina didn't consider a real affair is now triggering her to cry and run out of the room 3 or 4 different times over her ex-husband that she's so cool with and keeping out of prison. He doesn't trigger her, but Jen triggers you. OC sense. It's like literally more than I like any other housewife at this point. I do. I just think she's awesome. I just think she's cool. Like, and I think she's getting like bullied. But I mean, look, I know that. But stop gaslighting her, please. Please stop telling her that she should feel so much more horrible about her affair, and she shouldn't be proud of it. She's not proud of it, Gina. What are you talking about? You're the only one who keeps wanting to talk about it. Like, it's weird. I understand that. But she didn't consider it an affair at first. You know what I mean? Gina's like, I don't really consider what you did an affair. But now she does. You can't trigger. And if it triggers you that bad, then don't. Somebody's back there. Guys, it's like scary behind me. You don't even know. There's nothing behind me. That's not a house. That's a freaking empty ass building. It's fucking dark back there. I just heard something. Like, if you see anything come up behind me, please let me know. Please let me know. I guess I would see it too, but just saying. I'm looking at the camera. I feel like, I don't know what would come up behind me. I'm just saying. I heard somebody jump the fence or something. I'm being paranoid. I wish you guys could see my palm trees and stuff. I'll bring them in tomorrow. Like, I'm like the plant, like, whisperer. I really am. Who would have thought, like who would have thought that, right? PJ, you definitely would have thought that. JP, you would definitely not think. Like, I'm literally like the plant whisperer. Okay, in emotional affairs, that's fine. look, I'll even, if you want to call it an affair, I'll call it an affair. But it didn't trigger Gina the first time she talked about it. You know what I'm saying? She didn't consider it being an affair. Yeah. I get it. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so yeah, like Terry, so I guess like when you see, to me, I always have said that I would rather my husband have, if he's going to have any type of affair, I would rather him not have an emotional affair. I'd rather him just get his, way. You know what I'm saying? I always say, if you're going to cheat on me, like, at least just don't get her, you know what I mean? If you have to. Not that he would, but I'm just saying. So to me, the emotional affair hurts worse, but I also understand her husband also did come out publicly and tell her it was not, and admit it. He said, it's not my fault. I'm so sorry. He emotionally left her, and she had an emotional affair with Ryan, which means they didn't have any physical contact. They just were like on the phone 24/7, like just that emotional connection. Um, and then that's what they say. So, and the fact that they keep wanting her to say more, it's like she doesn't need to tell us anymore. We can speculate all we want. It's not none of our effing business. Is it going to change things? No. Do you want her to say, yeah, I effed him and I really cheated on my husband? Like, her husband said, look, I forgive you. You forgive me. Like, you actually should be forgiving me. He said, Jen, you did nothing wrong. Like, he came out and he is okay with what his wife did. So Gina needs to be okay with it. Not that she has to be okay with it. She don't be friends with her. She wants to like her. Gina does like her. Erin, she does like her. She's faking it. But this is the thing. She didn't consider it an affair at first, though. She did not consider that an affair. But the thing is, like, and okay, maybe she's triggered by it for real, then she needs therapy. Go get therapy and don't tell freaking Travis. Like, I don't know. It's definitely a Gina issue. It's a thirsty issue. Exactly. I mean, I'm married now too. I've been married for 10 years. I just at this point, why if we're cheating on each other, we should not be together because we're happy. We've been happy. There's no reason for either one of us to do it, either emotional or the other. So, and I would understand it. I know. We'll always debate Erica too. And what's the other one too? There's something else. Let's talk about Vanderpump for 2 minutes. Now, I believe that Rachel Raquel was in treatment. I'm almost positive I believe it. I mean, I'm almost positive she was there. Like, her parents, her family has no reason to lie. But there's people that think that she really wasn't, and I think that's sad. And I also believe she is unhealthy for her to come back to the show right now. I know I'm going to hang up soon too, but Erin, I appreciate you coming. I love you, Erin. I'm not going to go into the sad, the mushy stuff, but thank you. You and Terry are always there for me. Everybody. I'm surprised as many people. 4 is not a lot, but you know what I mean. The fact that I was 3 hours late. What was I going to say? Yeah, look, I think that Raquel is putting herself right back into the spot that put her in the mental health place to begin with. This happened. I feel like Raquel was watching the season back, and I think even she might have been mortified by her behavior. Not only her behavior, her very odd reactions, and realized, holy crap, I'm a robot. And I'm all, look, hey, I'm an alien, but I'm not AI. So if she's AI, she's a robot, then she needs to go get humanized. She needs to, listen, I'm being funny. She learned, and I think that she realized watching it back, I think that she was like, holy crap, I'm America's most hated woman. And whatever was going on with her, I think she's where she should have been. I think that she was getting the help she needed. And I don't think that leaving there and going right back to filming with Sandoval after you've been for 2 months making macaroni, I love Tom with macaronis and stuff, wherever you were, and like sending him written letters to his house where his girlfriend still lives, ex-girlfriend. I just feel like you weren't ready to come back into the mix, and I don't know why you are. And I think it's going to regress her back to the oddness that we saw. Because, guys, I even watched back 1 season of Raquel. This chick is not the same person. And my sister had an interesting perspective that I didn't think of. And I might have even said this. My sister's like, chick's definitely on Xanax. she has a Xanax problem. Absolutely, watch. And I'm like, you know what? That would make sense to me. Sandoval, I'm convinced, is a fucking weirdo. Like, I can't get in him. He's definitely who he showed us who he is. He's definitely been that person. That's shocking. But anyway, Rachel Raquel went to get help. I think that she needed it. I think she needed to relearn life. I don't think it was safe for her. She needs a handler or something. But still not being, I'm being funny, but not really. Something's up, because I did watch back and see, I'm like, this chick was not this way. There's no way. So I think her anxiety, her being with Sandoval, gave her more anxiety than she was used to, which something maybe got into maybe a benzo problem, and that completely can, if your body doesn't agree with it, you can totally turn into a different person and make decisions that are just weird and not remember it. It just, I feel like maybe that could have been the thing. I'm just saying that would make sense. She was not this odd last season. In the one fight, she definitely wasn't. So that makes me feel better, because I don't think that she's everything. All hope is lost. All hope is lost as far as her friendships, but all hope with her is not lost. I feel like but she's putting herself right back into the same place that put her where she is. So we'll see, guys. Right? Money talks. I don't know who's going to film with her. Sandoval. But all right, guys. I wish I could say longer. I'm so sorry I was late. I say this every time. I know I always say I'm going to get my shit together, blah, blah, blah. But I am. Thank you guys for sticking around. I love you all. I'm working on the podcast. I have literally, it's still up. It still has Housewives and the headlines. It's just me. I need to have co-hosts. So that's the issue right now. I just don't feel comfortable doing it by myself. So I'm working on guest co-host for the podcast, because the numbers, I got to get back in, because the numbers are still good for it. It's weird. Like, I appreciate all my new subscribers, because numbers are going up every time I do a live. They go up for a while, and then I don't come back, and then they go down. So I'm a little stuck right now. Like, I think it's close to 7,000, but I've been here for almost 2 years now, so it's about the end time. So yeah, find me on Threads. This is live on Twitter right now, live on Facebook and YouTube. And I'm going to go now. I will have some podcast episodes out hopefully by next week, and have a co-host I'm going to do guests, like weekly co-hosts kind of thing, just for the podcast. And you guys know it's only on podcast platforms right now, and this is everywhere. So follow me on all this, please. My views are going down, so I believe I'm shadow banned again, and YouTube's just not, I don't know, my cursing. So guys, share this, please, like it, comment, all that shit. And I will probably be back tomorrow. Okay, love yous.